Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update. And in this video, I'm going to show you a real showstopper of a metaverse. Really, seriously. And also a very fun NFT. The reason why I'm kind of pulling out these two sectors of blockchain is because GALA is a token that is up 33%. And yes, they are touching into that space. They are about to flip sand. It's very, very exciting. Also, we're going to hear from Jed McCaleb and Danelle of Stellar. Those clips, I don't think you want to miss, especially the one where they talk about MoneyGram. And then Matt Hamilton of Ripple. He is schooling another so-called coin expert. Yeah, I'm going to follow up with this video with a little schooling of my own when it comes to fluff, but I really think it's important. All right, money is flowing back into the market. It is up just about 1% over the last 24 hours, sitting at 2.64 trillion. Bitcoin trading up 58,823 at the time of this recording. And when we look at the top gainer among those 100 by market cap, GALA is just killing it. Like I said, up 33% on the 24-hour, 396% up on the 7-day. This is a token that is touching successfully already executing NFTs, gaming, earn to play, and they have their own metaverse, which is the Galaverse coming. At 45 cents, when you compare them among others in the same sector of crypto, I think it just got started, meaning when you compare other projects like Axie Infinity, Decentraland, Sand, we've got price points that are $129, $3.92, and $4.21. So at 45 cents, I think this particular project has a lot of runway still. By market cap, at 3 billion and ranked 55, you can see that it is just about to flip Sandbox. Now, if you go to CoinMarketCap and you put in gaming, you will be able to search the top 100 gaming tokens by market capitalization. And I think there's a lot of sleepers here, but you must do your research. You just don't throw a dart. And I know you're going to think I'm a little crazy, but that old-fashioned research needs to be at least 5 hours on articles, 25 hours on videos, and 20 hours on reading all the SNS platforms. And I'm talking about for each project you research. That's really what it takes. And if you want to go super deep, then search in multiple languages as well. Now, when we talk about metaverse, well, we've got Nike diving in deep. Theirs looks very, very fun. But the one I really wanted to highlight for you is coming from Japan. This is so special. There is a castle in Okinawa called the Shirdi Castle, and it burned down on the 31st of October in 2019. It takes a lot of money to restore it, and it takes a lot of time. But in a metaverse, starting in spring 2022, they're going to hold virtual events on the ground, and you'll be able to participate in festivals and in music that wouldn't have been done for years in real life. It's going to let people from all around the world enjoy the unique architecture and culture. It's just pretty amazing that all of that will happen among the inside the walls of walls that basically don't exist today. How cool is that? I think this is wonderful. It really touches my heart because I know it was a huge, huge loss for not only the country, but most especially for the people of Okinawa. Just a great loss. And the fact that it's going to be able to be enjoyed through a metaverse, I think it is very cool. And here we have Macy's They're a department store here in the United States. They will celebrate its 95th year of having a Thanksgiving parade this Thursday, and they're going to launch their first NFT series to celebrate. And I want to show you also an NFT on OpenSea that is pretty fun. This is one of the 22 trading cards. I'm number 18 that is in this set, and I just think it's really fun. Never in a million years did I ever think that I would find myself in the form of an NFT being sold as a set as in a trading card series. Only 22 were available, and it's pretty fun stuff. If I show you the full version, there it is there. How fun is that? It just is never imagined. All right, we're going to look at this article here. I'm really happy to have seen it published by Anjali Jain, because we don't always get the well-rounded videos in the media. XRP prices suppressed due to SEC lawsuit, strong fundamentals driving interest. What this is an article that covers my joining on the on-chain analysis group Sentiment just 2 days ago. We talked about XRP, ADA, GALA, and Brian and Dino showed me how the daily active addresses on the XRP Ledger have had an 11x in growth over the past 6 months. This is higher than any other top cap coin. Well, there is a lot going on despite the lawsuit, which I want to tell everybody will eventually end, and that suppressed price is not forever. But you can see that XRP is just moving and grooving with NFTs. We've got Songbird, we have airdrops, there is ODL growth, there's the Creators Fund. There is just a lot happening. And Anjali Jain, thank you so much for writing this article. All right, jumping to an article that was sent to me from XRP Australia. This is in Protocol, and it is about, well, a lot of opposition coming by the way of many, many people in the crypto space against Gensler. This was presented by the MasterCard developers, and it is really an offensive move of anti-Gensler comments. Andreessen Horowitz thinks that the SEC is outdated. We've got Coinbase wanting a brand new digital asset regulator. Ripple is pushing for the CFTC, the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, to play a bigger role. And there's a veteran legal observer in the Silicon Valley that teaches at the Santa Clara University who says that the lobbying offensive is unprecedented. But Gensler is not backing down. He has warm buddies still in Congress, and most notably, one of those buddies is Senator Elizabeth Warren. The two of them make a very strong alliance against crypto companies who want to switch the referee in the middle of the game. But I'll tell you, we just don't quit fighting. Remember John Deaton, the attorney who's giving us a voice in the Ripple SEC versus, or the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit, has the link to be able to continually bring your communication to the representatives from your state. And you want to take advantage of that by telling your story, giving your concerns. And I think filling out that form more than once is perfectly okay. All right, let's jump to this fireside chat with Jed and Danelle. It was uploaded on the 19th of November, and it was where they're trying to dispel the rumor that Stellar is a fork of Ripple. So I want to play this for you. Let me make sure I've got everything in place. All right, here we go.
Okay, I have this new section. I'm going to start questions here. I'm calling it Misunderstandings and Misconceptions. So I want to hit on some things that come up now and again and that people just either are confused about or don't really fully understand. So Jed, and I don't know where this rumor ever came from or originated, maybe you know, but it's definitely stuck around. Can you set the record straight? Is Stellar a fork of Ripple?
No, it's not a fork of Ripple. I mean, obviously they're similar at a high level. Like you describe them to somebody, they sound very similar. Obviously I handed both of them. So the code is totally different. The consensus algorithm is totally different. They're just totally different networks at this point. So,
yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for setting the record straight. Hope everyone heard that one. Not a fork. Okay.
All right. Now the second.
I think there's a lot of people that think
Matt, hang on, Matt, hang on. You're coming, but not quite yet. Now we're going to listen to Danelle. She's talking about MoneyGram, and this is interesting. As we all know, MoneyGram was working with Ripple, but when the lawsuit came, that relationship with their moving forward with XRP was paused, and now it looks as though they are doing a pilot with Stellar. So here we go. Listen to this portion.
How soon will partnerships like Circle, MoneyGram, and the likes be open for every wallet to integrate?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, Circle is you can integrate with and utilize USDC now. Like anybody can do it. You just have to use the Circle APIs. And then in terms of the MoneyGram, stay tuned, right? I am so excited to get MoneyGram out there as soon as we where the pilot is going to help us to determine where are there bugs or features that we didn't know about that we want to be able to get through. And then once we get it out there to the world, the whole point is if your wallet is Stellarized or Stellar enabled, you should just be able to get into the process. So that's the value of the global network that we have that could be able to do that. So stay tuned, hopefully really soon.
Okay, so hopefully really soon they're going to do that pilot. And now we're going to listen to Matt, who is just an angel fighting the good fight in making sure that the misconceptions about the company Ripple and the digital asset XRP are straightened out. This job is never done, and he just has patience that I completely am amazed by. And do we not always hear this nervous laugh when there are discussions about Ripple and XRP? And this video had a lot of those. Okay, we're going to listen to just 1 minute and 56 seconds here, but it's rich. Matt is good. Here we go.
I think there's a lot of people that think that, they call, XRP the banker coin, right? If you call XRP the banker coin, then Bitcoin's the drug dealer coin, right? Because, there's no difference, right? Banks use some banks use XRP. I would actually probably hazard a guess that as a percentage of total supply, more Bitcoin is held by banks than XRP is held by banks at this exact moment in time, right? So,
I don't know how to rate it right now, but yeah, I trust your word.
Exactly, it's a gut feeling. I wouldn't know how to. It's very difficult to quantify, but you see the Bitcoin community jump up and down every time Saylor buys some more Bitcoin, or another ETF comes out, or another bank buys into Bitcoin. Yet for some reason they deem XRP as the banker coin, right? So there's some stereotype. There's a lot of, I think, double standards being applied there. There's a lot of people that think that XRP is centralized, or the XRP ledger is centralized. That's simply not true. There's no central authority. Ripple own and operate about 5% of the nodes on the XRP ledger. The XRP ledger is not proof of stake. So the amount of XRP, so whilst Ripple do hold a large amount of XRP, that doesn't give them any power on the XRP ledger. In fact, if the community decided to, the community could actually vote an amendment on the XRP ledger that would effectively burn Ripple's XRP, right? So the community could decide to effectively,
Why haven't they done it? I'm just
because they don't think that's a valid, right? They think that it's probably better that Ripple has the XRP because they are a good custodian of it, and they have been doing, good work with XRP. Now, Stellar went through a similar thing, and Stellar burned 50% of their supply, and it hasn't really helped Stellar, right? If you're in it for the price and you think that it's going to increase the price, well, it hasn't increased the price of Stellar, right? So why would you do the same thing with XRP? I don't think it would be any different to do the same.
Yep. Why would you do it with XRP? Definitely did not help the price of Stellar. All right, we are going to jump to a little fluff, and this is interesting. This has got a really interesting backstory. You might recognize these two young guys, and they are giving the peace sign, which is flipped the wrong way, but we won't concentrate too much on that. I want to tell you where this came from, because it did originate from Japan. No, it didn't necessarily start with photographs from World War II when Winston Churchill gave the victory sign. And it wasn't either the peace sign that Jane Fonda flashed in 1971 when she was giving her silent communication through the very symbolic, trying to give a message against the Vietnam War. No, it was all about the Olympics that took place in Sapporo in 1972. This is Peggy Fleming, and this is Janet Lin. Peggy received a gold medal in figure skating, and Janet Lin a bronze. But what happened is that when she was practicing, she actually fell, and she just smiled and flashed a peace sign to the photographers, and she ended up on the front page of the Asahi Shimbun. But also, she was flashing the peace sign all throughout her stay and was being caught by a lot of the media doing this. And the Japanese interpreted the peace sign as that even though she got a bronze, and even though she fell during her free skate, she still felt like she was victorious. And they interpreted this as the victory sign. But in actuality, in 1972, this was very much part of the protest, the silent protest against the war in Vietnam. And she was, at that time, very, very vocal about being against the war. So it just was a misinterpretation. And after it was picked up on the front page of the Asahi newspaper, all the young girls in Japan started to do this when their photograph was taken. And now if you go to Japan, all these years later, it doesn't matter if you are young or old or a boy or a girl, you're going to see everybody flashing the peace sign when they get their photograph taken. And so you just want to know, though, if you want to do it correctly, you have to turn your hands around and do it like this. That is maybe what I would say the correct way. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.